running by students who come from various universities to share their experience for the sake of achieving and setting goals. They are Egyptian youth who want to do something for their country and community. They believe that development will not only affect the Egyptian community but also shape their personalities and conceptions. And since 2005 until now, Alashani Baladi has been working inside Abu Qand district through 5 programs which all aim to the development of Abu Qand's residents through eliminating the problems of poverty and ignorance. We're joined with 3 members of Alashani Baladi. We're joined with Nada Osama. I'd like to thank you for joining us, Nada Mustafa, and also Abdullah Abdullah. Thank you guys for joining us.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, let's start, Abdullah. First of all, the Alashani Baladi is a student activity widely known in Egyptian universities. How is the Alashani Baladi in Ain Shams University in particular coordinate with other students in other universities? And if you can tell us a little bit about that student group in Ain Shams University.
Well, we communicate in many different ways. We prepare trainings. Every franchise of Hashaka Baladi is a recruitment of its members in different times of the year, and we help each other in the training of the new users in order to work with them.
Yes. So moving to you, Nada, I'd like to know from you about the campaigns that you are running and which areas and the effect.
We make campaigns in the university and especially in Handasa, in study in engineering. Yes. We make recycling campaigns. We collect papers from students and sell them to paper factories. So we can use the money to help people in Abu Qand district. Also, we make in Abu Qand district some campaigns like cleaning campaign. We coordinate with the children there to make the place they live in clean.
So the focus is on poverty and ignorance. These are the focus, right? So whatever you do, you try to support the residents with those 2 important aspects or goals.
Well, Nada Osama, let's move and have your opinion about Alashani Baladi is not just a student activity, but rather more of an institute. Work is very organized and done through different departments. Can you give us an idea of how this works?
Okay, we have 2 branches. We have the organization committees and the programs. The programs, we have 5 programs and 1 project. The first program is called Tarbiya. It's working on raising up children and teaching them the good morals through telling them stories in a creative way. The second one is called Zatuna. It's concerned about educating the children, especially those who couldn't, the parents couldn't afford them to go to schools or something. The third is called Musharaka Ma'rifiyya. It is concerned about the adults and the youth under 20 years old on eliminating illiteracy. And in this program especially, we are concerned about building strong bonds between the members in Alashani Baladi and the people of Izbit Abu Qand to see their lives and their problems through their scope so we can help them well. The fourth is called Ighatha. It is working on the emergency cases, people who need doctors and can't afford the money or something, and we are working also in repairing and building the roofs. And the fifth is called Tamkin. It is about affording jobs for the people in Izbit Abu Qand who can work. Also, it is affording loans for the people who can create their own projects. The last one is called R&D, Research and Development. It is our Google Earth. It's affording Alashani Baladi with all the data we need from the needs of every family and the maps. outside, the organization committees, PR, public relations, human resources. We have media and IT. So we have project management and fundraising.
Amazing. I think this is a great roundup for the amount of activities and objectives and campaigns that you're running. Exactly, it makes it more of an institute than an initiative. If I go back to you, Abdullah, I'd like to ask you about how is everything that Nada has just explained is working together now?
For Al-Shaqabadi's main goal is to reach the people in the slums, to make their life better. But we can't do that without that bit of facilitating that the organizing committees provide to us. For example, fundraising, we can't do anything in the slum without the fund we get from the fundraising. We need media for the publications of our work in the slums. So everything completes with our fall in the place in a puzzle.
Nada Mustafa, if you can tell us, it's all about volunteerism. What does it take to become a volunteer in Al-Shaqabadi?
It doesn't take more than...
What are the criteria?
Criteria?
Yeah, to become a volunteer in your student activity.
We need people who are interested in volunteering, who are interested in teaching others what they learn, giving some hours of the week,
time,
yes, to help other people who are in a need of them.
Yes. If I go back to you, Nada, and I'd like to ask you about your personal experience with Al-Shaqabadi, because definitely you're touching a lot of slums, you're touching a lot of emotional and human situations, and tackling those situations is really something that you're giving and definitely getting something in return for, you're rewarded for it. So if you can give me a little bit about your personal experience within Al-Shaqabadi.
First, I entered Al-Shaqabadi when I was a freshman. It was my first year. So actually Al-Shaqabadi was my turning point. It is the one who made me...
So it obviously affected your life in
of course. Especially when you get in Azbut Abu Arn, you see how the people, very simple, they affect you so much. They have learned me what does it mean to be responsible. Also, when you see someone, especially children, I have worked with them, when you see them working with what you have told them, you told them something and they are doing it.
They're actually applying it.
Yes. Okay.
How does it make you feel?
What?
How does it make you feel?
It made me feel like I can change the world. I can do something in my life. I'm not just someone who came and would die like that. Okay. Also, one of the things that touched me when some parents they get their children out of schools to work, but but the children are very they want to complete in their schools. So when you go to the parents and trying to convince them, no, they are learning and whatever, so they complete they're studying in school, and after 1 year you go there and see like they are still educating there, they are enjoying, they are okay. You feel like you made a difference.
And well, do you consider the Al-Shaqabadi a charity or a developmental organization?
It's a bit of both. I think it's a charity in the way we work. We think of it. I think I need to do charity in this country. I need to change something, but in the development way. We develop in the slums. We fight poor, poverty and illiteracy, lack of awareness, anything that we can change. We actually homelessness.
So it has been almost 9 years since Al-Shaqabadi started, and you have been having this focus on a specific district, Abu Khan. So if you can tell us a little bit, Nada, about the achievements that you have done with this district and why specifically this district.
we've been in Bukami district since 2004. Many people who get certificated that they can write and read. We built many roofs for people who live there. Many children can change their attitude completely because of the people who teach them. Yes. They saw them like idols, and they want to become like them, doctors, engineers, and whatever. Being this.
Well, at the end of our interview, we'd like to thank you very much, Abdullah Abdel and Neda Mustafa and Neda Osman from Alshani Equality Student Activity Initiative. Thank you so much for joining us. And we have a very interesting upcoming report where we have Cairo calling an initiative launched by the British Council in Cairo, collaborating with Rinse FM England, aiming to bring the underground music scenes from both countries together to create a very unique music festival signed by both cultures. We have more details in the upcoming report with Noor Hussein. So let's go together.